Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to reveal to you three altcoins which in my opinion they have a potential to triple or even quadruple at the end of this alt season. I'm going to show you where alt season could be, when it could be coming, and I'm going to show you also the price targets of these three altcoins and also buy and entry area. So give me a favor, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. We post a video about crypto trading every single day, and this video is brought to you by our partner Blowfin. We are running an amazing promotion right now, guys. One person left to get 15% cashback bonus, so basically free money up to $3,000 in futures bonus. So also our other partner, BTunings, guys, we're running an amazing promotion. Welcome package up to $400 or 20% bonus whenever you sign up. So there is a link in the description. Try to get this guys sign up because it's amazing to get basically free future bonus to do whatever you want to trade and to make money, of course. Now, guys, first of all, before we start, I would like to tell you it's very important that this is not financial advice. That's it's just my own opinion. And remember, trading altcoins is very risky. Now, let's probably start today and let's talk about when we could be seeing alt season incoming. When is going to be the time where we should be seeing altcoins to go crazy. So, number one, guys, what we need to basically see is going to be that. Is going to be a confirmation that the Federal Reserve is going to cut interest rates. There is some rumors right now saying that the Fed is going to cut interest rates, guys, but we don't have the certainty right now. We don't have the certainty. Still, we don't have the green light. And the thing is, these rate cuts could be coming later into the cycle. Maybe it's going to be coming in October, November. Nobody knows. But what is going to be very important is that, first of all, for altcoin season to ignite, to start, we need to see this, guys. We need to see BTC to go and be able to break its previous high at $123,000. Or what you can do to understand that is to have a look at the RSI, guys. Very important indicator. People say it's a lagging indicator, but it gives you like a very fair view from like a macro perspective what is actually happening from here. You can see that people are saying it's a useless indicator, but at the same time, guys, it always predicted a resistance coming from this point. So once you're going to be able to break this area, which is going to be a previous all-time high, I could be seeing Bitcoin finishing the cycle around 150,000 to 140,000 to 150,000, and then I think it's probably going to be over with Bitcoin. So once you're going to have the rate cuts, once you're going to have the Fed cutting interest rates and really thinking about that, thinking about cutting rates and not saying it's just one off, then what I want to see the following, guys, before alt season is going to start. So if Bitcoin is going to go, let's say, to in October, November to a new all-time high, I want to see the Bitcoin dominance to go and retrace up to this area and then probably go down and finish the cycle. And that's basically what I'm considering to go and sell all my altcoins. You can basically open the chart, you can go on Bitcoin dominance, and you can see there is a very strong level of support coming in this area, and also the next level of support, which is my line of interest, is going to be around the 48 to 50%. Once you're going to go down to this area, that's when I'm basically going to say, okay, guys, I'm out of the game. Something else I'm also considering, guys, to see when is going to be the end of the altcoin season is going to be the crypto total market cap. If you actually take this into perspective, and it's quite interesting, is that if you actually have a look what happened in 2020, 2021, we were basically able to break the previous all-time high around December to January. Basically, altcoins went on a rampage. Right now, guys, looks like the total free, which is basically the conglomerate, the accumulation of all the altcoins, excluding BTC and Ethereum, is basically going into what we call a compression stage. You can see the compression coming from this area. We could be seeing a little bit of a choppiness, from maybe now until maybe October, November, even December. And then we should be able to have a nice breakout. Very similar to what we said before, the confirmation of the proper parabolic move, with altcoins, as you can see from this point here, is going to be the break of the RSI. Once you're going to be able to break probably up to the 70-71 from this area from here, then I'm pretty confident. And again, this is my own opinion, not financial advice, but that we should be able to go and probably ignite a parabolic move, which is going to take us to probably a super overbought RSI. And if you actually have a look at this presentation from here, it's basically telling me that right now the total free market cap is basically If it's going to break this level, usually what you do, like, it looks like what we call a cup and handle. You have a cup from here, and then you have a handle like that. And in general, you measure from this point to this point, and then you basically go and put it here. So from this point to this point, and then you grab your selection tool and you bring it here. So it looks like the total free market cap, it could probably be going up to 1.8 to even 1.9 trillion dollars. So when we're going to see altcoins going to this area, to me is going to be a warning sign, also matching this one with the Bitcoin dominance that probably altcoins have top. And when could it be coming, guys? Well, I would say that looking at the delay of the cycle and looking at the previous cycles, I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to have a little bit of a delay, probably going even into Q1 2026. I know that people are getting pissed off right now, like, oh, I want Altseason coming right now. But the thing is, we have to be a little bit patient, and we need the cycle to play out, which is very important. And by the way, guys, if you also want to understand, when I'm going to buy and what I'm going to buy altcoins, and also if you want to trade and understand entry point and have analysis every single day, what I also recommend you is to come on my VIP group, guys, my Discord group, which is basically here we are a community of professional members. But basically what we do updates of crypto like Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum. We have crypto trending ideas every day on when to buy, when to sell. You can see from here. Also, we have a very nice page on altcoins long term, where basically all the altcoins which we think they're going to go crazy with all the entry points, exit points, and also the spot trading section for basically those who are investors that just want to understand pretty much when to buy and sell. You can see from here, guys, I enter altcoins on the 2nd of August, making very good money, and basically we select all of them. So if you're interested, guys, and of course trading results, talk for themselves. Amazing community, guys, so many good traders, so highly recommended to come and join our VIP group. There is a link in the description with all, like, a little trailer as well as our trading results. Everything is always documented, guys. So let's go back into our for today. So basically that's what I'm thinking right now. Another, I would say, important metric that I'm basically looking at to say that Altseason is going to start is basically this pattern here called the US 10-year Treasury yield. So think about this, right? I'm going to really simplify things in a very simplistic way. So whenever, guys, this one is going to break to the downside, okay, this is going to happen, the Fed will have no other choice than cutting interest rates. So that's going to be our signal that probably altcoins are going to go on the rampage. So once this is going to happen, I want to see where altcoins are. I want to see, and then we're going to come, later with the price targets of these free altcoins I told you, and I'm going to show you exactly what you need to look for at what time is probably going to be better. Is going to be better. That's not the absolute truth, but to basically to get out. But right now, that's what I want to see. Right now, I don't want to see a spike to the upside. I would like to see this one to go down. So also bear this one in mind that if it's going to go down to here, again, it's going to be a time to say, I'm going to be out of the game. I'm going to reassess my portfolio. I'm going to sell a big chunk of my altcoins because danger is coming. So without further to say, I'm going to go and reveal to you my first altcoin. Guys, I really like Ondo. Ondo, I think it's a beautiful coin. Has been selected to one of the American-only coins for the Bitcoin, the crypto strategic reserve in the United States. But to be honest, I don't care about these bullshit narratives, guys. All these narratives are basically created by market makers to make you believe that an asset is going to go higher, and they have to justify basically the price. But remember that all of this, Ondo, XRP, Litecoin, all of that, it's a pump and dump scheme. Bitcoin is probably the only one. Ethereum still is saving itself because of the USDT money being printed on Tether. But guys, Ondo, come on, like it's just complete bullshit. Now, the three targets I'm actually considering are going to be the following. You can see that probably as a price target, you can see there is an extension from here. So what I like to do in general, what I can see works very, very well, is the connection between these points. You can see a point connecting here, and then there is an extension coming and basically bringing you to the what we call the 1.618 Fibonacci extension. Now, in general, prices can, when they break a new all-time high, they can go and basically extend to this Fibonacci extension. You can see there is basically one up to $7.55. But today, because I like to be more, I would say, safe when it comes to my trades and my investments, I'm going to show you something more like a realistic scenario. So if I was about to say I'm going to go and basically sell my Ondo, if we're going to be able to go and break to the upside, those are the targets I'm taking into consideration. Number one is going to be probably around 1.6 to 1.7. Why? Because in general, you can see we are in a downtrend from here, and now we are retracing up to this level. So what it could be happening from here is that Ondo could be going up to this area and then have basically a total breakdown to go down to basically like a all-time low. This could be happening, guys. So what I'm probably going to be doing from this area, I'm probably going to sell a chunk of my Ondo. And again, what are you going to take into consideration? Once we're going to go to this point, where are we going to be with total free, Bitcoin dominance, US 10Y, and the one I showed you before? And that's the reason why I'm telling you to come on our VIP, guys, because that's what we do. We basically help you to understand exactly every single point when to get in or when to get out. But at the moment, guys, that's what is going to be important. So the free level is going to be 1.61 to take profits, okay? Around like a 2x. Next one is going to be a new all-time high, the previous all-time high, at 220. And then I would say for this cycle, Ondo could be probably be going to $3. Okay, $3 is going to be a 3.5x. I know I'm probably going to disappoint you right now. You probably were thinking about a 10x. I don't see this happening in this cycle. Next one probably is going to be happening. But right now, is a bit weird. Now, in terms of what if, let's say, in this September, the Fed is not going to cut rates, the Bitcoin is going to go down to, let's say, 100,098K, altcoins could be having also a drawdown. So, what is going to be very important is that we want to see if we're going to see a drop in altcoins, is that Ondo is going to be able to go and have a rebound from this area around 0.65 to 0.70. You can see that from this point from here, we basically were going down to this area, and Ondo is forming like a sort of like a falling wedge from this point from here. So what I would like to see is that if you're gonna have if you're gonna see, sorry, a, a drop in September, okay, we're gonna see the price, to go down again. Altcoins could be going down again because they're shit coins. Sorry for my language, but I wouldn't be surprised if Ondo is probably gonna go and drop down to here, even down to like 50 or 60. It's gonna be having like a big drop, losing maybe 20, 30%. But then after that, I could be expecting a big movement to the upside. So what am I going to do right now, guys? This is the area, okay? This is the area where I'm going to say I'm probably going to start to accumulate more. Right now, I'm not accumulating anything, okay? So it's going to go down to here in between 50 and 65, 50 and 60. Then I'm going to say I'm going to accumulate from here. But if it's not going to go to that area, I'm already 60% invested and I'm 40% in cash. So I don't care. If it's going to continue to go higher, I'm going to be great. I have my selling points, and that's what I'm going to do. I really hope this help you to understand where we are. Now, next one that's on the list, guys, that I think it's fantastic is a beautiful chart. Sui. Sui, again, another basically pumped shit coins that basically has no utility, no value, is very fast. They always say that it's very fast, but again, guys, in the bear market, I'm pretty sure they're going to all go to zero because they're shit coins. But at the same time, guys, Sui, again, if we're going to see a projection from this point to the high to the low, you can see that the 1.618 Fibonacci should be at $7.66. So what is going to be happening from Sui is that you can see the projection comes until March. So that's the reason why I'm saying that the altcoin season could actually be portrayed until March. I know that is very frustrating, but unfortunately I don't control interest rates, and I'll let the cycle play out. Maybe it could be taking a little bit longer, so that's what I'm going to take into consideration. Sui is basically what we call into a compression phase. You can see the RSI as well compressing from this area and also from the low. What we want to see and what we don't want to see is going to be the following. Okay, we want to see that if we're going to see a pullback coming with altcoins, when BTC is going to go, let's say, down to maybe 100K, 98K, it's going to be Sui to be able to hold this level, sitting in between $2.40 to $2.60. That's going to be, guys, my entry area. If you're going to go down to this area, okay, it's going to go down to here, then I'm going to be considering to go and probably add to my position. But if you're not going to go down to this level, I'm not going to do anything. And in terms of basically understanding how high SUI could go to. So you can see that we are basically having a compression from this point. We're having a compression from this point, and then what you usually do, right? When you see this kind of like symmetrical triangle, you basically take the height of the low and the high, you bring it from here, and then if you're going to see, for example, a breakout around December, January, is taking me, look at that, the precision, right? It's taking me to basically the 1.61 Fibonacci at $7.66. So the two targets I'm considering for SUI, and are going to be very important, guys. First of all, we need to be able to break this diagonal resistance, and then we're going to go into a phase of what we call acceleration. Basically, it's going to go and break this RSI up to like a previous all-time high. So we're going to see basically something like that, okay? And then acceleration and push. First target I'm probably going to see is going to be slightly higher than all-time high, so around $5.45. And then we're going to see basically the next target around $7.70. So once you're going to be hitting these targets, as I told you before, what I'm going to do is, okay, I'm going to go on total free now. Where is total free? Is total free down, let's say, is it here? Okay, then I'm thinking, okay, maybe SUI has much more chance to go higher. But what if it's already here? If it's already here and then SUI is let's say, we can go to here, right? SUI is at $5.80, $6, guys. I'm probably gonna be out, okay? Because looking at the bigger picture, maybe altcoins will not have enough strength to continue to go higher. And that's something that you really had to take into consideration, because otherwise, what can happen after? You're gonna get destroyed, okay? You don't want to go and basically, you know what happens usually with altcoins, they can lose 90%. You don't want to basically go up to here and then thinking it's going to go to $8 and then basically crashes down like that. So be very careful, always look at the metrics, stay in our Discord, guys, because it's important to be in a community where you know what you're doing and it's going to save you lots of money. Cool. So that's was it for SUI. And the last one I want to reveal to you today, guys, and one of my favorite coins as well, Hbar. Again, another shitcoin, zero utility, but the government likes it. So you can tell me, just please in the comment, let me know about the the utility of all these coins. I like to to see the white paper, the narrative, and all the rubbish. But the thing is, eventually they're all gonna go to zero. So you can tell me whatever you want, guys, but the reality is that. So Hbar, okay, Hbar is into a very interesting scenario. Right now, you can see that we're basically have a very nice level of what we call the diagonal resistance, which is sitting around 35 to 34. So what is going to be important for Hbar is that we need to be able to hold this level. Okay, so again, if I had to think about like an entry area where I could be thinking to go and buy more Hbar, it's probably going to be around 0.14 to 0.15, which is basically around 20% less than here. So if it's going to go down to this area, I'm probably going to go and accumulate more, because then what I could be expecting is going to be, first of all, in order to continue to go higher, we need to break this level at 0.24, and it's going to take us to 0.33. Once we break 0.33, I could be expecting a new all-time high from this point. If we can break a new all-time high, we're probably going to go higher to even 0.91. Now, what is going to be my, I would say, favorite point where I'm going to say, okay, I'm probably going to get out. Hbar, I would say that although, for example, coins like SUI, I think it has a higher potential to go to the 1.618 Fibonacci extension to break a new all-time high, I don't know, to be honest, about Hbar. And what I'm probably going to do is that I'm going to really be considering to sell when I'm going to be around this area, in between 60 and probably 88. It's going to be a 3 or 4x from here. But once and if we're going to be able to get out from this compression stage to break this line of resistance, go up to here, and then fly into this area, then I would say that once we get to this point, it's going to be a 3x. I'm going to say, guys, probably it's time to say goodbye to my to my holdings, probably to sell. But we need again to see where we are with total free, where we are with the dollar, where we are with the S&P 500, with Bitcoin, and so many other metrics. And basically, one of the last one I want to show you today, it's basically the total crypto total market cap. That's another very important metric. And I will tell you that once I can see a breakout from this area, okay, very similar to BTC, similar to altcoins, you're going to see a breakout on the RSI from this area. You can see that here, the diagonal line is going to break to here. It's going to basically accelerate and to continue higher, okay, which is going to be basically something like that, maybe down a little bit from here, big push to the upside. Once I can see that, a completion of this pattern, to me, basically, the cycle is over. And what it means that whatever I have, altcoins, Bitcoin, whatever, I'm probably going to sell 90% of my holdings. And I don't know. I don't know where altcoins are going to be. But at the same time, guys, I believe that the targets that I gave you are very conservative. Are basically those are I would say in talking about altcoins, those are probably the one that I like the most in terms of structure. And hopefully we should be able to see a 3 or 4x coming from this point. Can these altcoins go higher? Can they go to, for example, Hbar? Can it go to $2.50, $3, whatever? They certainly can. They certainly can, but at the same time, I'm not here to gamble. I'm here to give you the reality, a reality check of to be careful from here. They can even do a 10x, 20x, but at the same time, anything can happen in life. You could win the lottery. What is the likelihood of them to go to $2.50? But remember, where we are in the cycle, we are late in the cycle. A bear market could be coming and really wipe out lots of gains. So be very careful. And as always, guys, be guided by a community. Can be ours, can be any community that's they're going to be very experienced traders, and they're going to help you to basically guide you through the market. But anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. If you liked it, please a nice thumbs up. And also, if you have any question, what I'm going to do now, I want to make every week one video on 3 altcoins, which I'm going to analyze short-term and also long-term. So if you have a request, please write in the comments. And otherwise, I really hope you're going to have a great day. And I'm going to see you tomorrow for another video. Take care and see you soon.